All right, my friends. So today I wanted to talk to you about something a little different than usual. My snow content is obviously a little more stale this time of year. So I still enjoy making YouTube videos. So we'll see what we can do today. But what I wanted to talk to you today about is the story of this old truck. So it's actually the only truck I've ever purchased, and I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with it because, well, she's seen some stuff. So here it is right now. You can see in the picture here, and I'll throw up some pictures of when I first got it when she was bone stock. So it's seen some work. We've got I color matched everything, all LED lights, leveled in the front with like a Rancho suspension level, not a stupid little spacer. Like, it's done legit. Just blocks in the rear, so it sits 2.5 inches higher in the front, an inch in the rear higher than a stock truck. And then just recently threw these hostile sprockets on it. They're 20 by 10s wrapped in 305/55 R20 Naito Terra grapplers. They're a more moderate all-terrain tire. I had a more aggressive tire and it just screamed down the road, so I hated that. They got some -19 offsets on the wheels, so she's got some decent stance. It'll throw some rocks up the side, but it's worth the sacrifice. It looks pretty cool. And just last week threw a new muffler on it. Pretty cheap upgrade. It was like $100 all said and done, welded in. But it's a MagnaFlow, and it sounds pretty gnarly. So that's kind of what's going on with this thing. Oh, and it's actually got a camshaft in it and an aftermarket tune because, well, I thought I was gonna have to replace the engine on it. So there's been quite a few issues with this thing, to be honest. I'm trying to think what the first thing was. I had a lot of electrical issues that were my fault. That was just from trying to wire up LED turn signals in the front. Never do that, guys. It's a huge pain. It's just totally not worth it. So that's the only thing that's not LED on this truck is the front turn signals, because you'll get the hyper flash with LEDs. You gotta wire up these resistors. It's a real pain. Don't even bother with it. But that to say, that was kind of the first thing. I blew out the ECU or ECM or whatever you call that thing, the computer module thing. That was like $1,000 when I screwed up the wiring one time. And that was kind of the start of the issues. And then we ran into some real issues. Like last fall, we were getting check engine lights all the time. On and off, it would cycle on and off. We didn't really know what was going on. I had it looked at multiple times. I'm talking probably like 10 times in the shop, a few thousand, and getting it just looked at. There was a couple things. Like, there was one little plug or a filter that was plugged. It was causing a bit of oil pressure, random stuff like that, and it burns a little bit of oil. It's 09, so I guess it's 10 years old now. She's pretty ancient. It's in great shape though, but I'll explain to you why that is too. But yeah, it burns a little bit of oil, so that was an issue there. And then this last winter, it started like check engine light was on consistently. Wasn't sure what's up, so took it in and they did some digging, and basically they thought the engine was toast. They told me, you gotta replace the engine in this thing, it's junk. And I obviously didn't want to do that because the rest of the truck is super clean. I just bought it, and the dealer wouldn't give me anything back for it. They offered me $1,500 and tried to get me into some stupid finance new truck. Not gonna happen. We got other investments to make here. So did a bit of research on it, and they put a crappy camshaft in that year. And so I believe what happened is basically the coating gave way on the camshaft, and there was a bunch of pitting and crap in it, which was causing low oil pressure, all kinds of bad issues. So I got that replaced, and yeah, she was running quite rough after that. It's a comp cam. I can't remember the duration on it, but yeah, I wasn't super happy with that. It wouldn't like stall at lights and stuff, but put an EFI Live tune on it. Got it custom tuned by the guys over there. That was like $1,000 tune, but it now it runs pretty sweet. It's got extra power. Fuel efficiency only suffered slightly, and it's been all good. I did have a little scare about 2 months ago. I took it into, I can't even remember what I was having it looked at. Oh, I remember. I checked the oil and it was on the low side, so I filled it up. And I was having some low oil pressure on the gauge again, so I took it in, and they drained the oil, and supposedly there was a bunch of metal shavings and all kinds of crap that came out of there. So I didn't know what the heck was going on, and I was a little worried. I thought we might have to get rid of the thing, but fortunately, I think we figured out what happened is with the new camshaft being put in, it just had a bit of a wear-in period, and I've done probably 3-4 oil changes since then, and it's been awesome, no problems, perfectly clean. So it runs like a dream right now, and I'm just hoping it holds up. Now that's just for the engine problems. It's also actually been in 2 accidents. So the first accident, I was letting one of my guys use it for the mowing. I was just working on a slow landscape job, and I get a call, and he's just freaking out, right? He says, "Oh, I screwed up so bad." And so I hop in the tractor, and I drive over to where he's at, and it was pretty bad. There was a minivan sideways on the other side of the road. The whole front end was smashed in. They had a trailer on it. They were basically, he blew a stop sign, the dummy, and hit this old lady's minivan. So that was not good, that's for sure. However, fortunately, everybody was all right. And sorry, this was last summer. Actually, about this time last year. I forgot to mention that. But I mean, the truck looked like a write-off. There was actually a branch in front of the stop sign. You couldn't see it at all, so it's not entirely his fault. But anyways, thought the truck was a write-off. And so I was kind of expecting that, hoping for that. And the stupid insurance company, for some reason, decided to fix a 10-year-old truck that had essentially the entire front end wrecked. So they put about $15,000 in body work in it, put a whole new frame on the truck, and basically rebuilt everything. So that took, about a month last year kind of thing. So all good. It was in good shape. Body was looking good. Got some fresh parts on it. And then this winter, I was helping shovel. One of my guys was gone, so I was just on the shovel route. And I was parked on the side of the road with my 4-ways on. And some prick comes flying down the road doing 80 kilometers an hour in a 50 and just smokes my box. And I actually had the tailgate open, and it cut a hole through the entire side of his truck where the tailgate is, so probably about halfway down the door. And long story short, his truck, I'm assuming, was a write-off, but he also wrecked my box. So then they had to put another $5,000 into the thing on insurance. And we got a new tailgate and new side of the box there and everything. And that's kind of the story of this truck. I don't know what else to tell you, but she's seen some stuff, that's for sure. However, right now it's looking good, sounding good. Doesn't cost me anything except for throwing fuel in it and a little bit of insurance. So I'm gonna run it till she dies. So thanks for listening to my little rant here, and appreciate you guys watching. Next one, we'll get back to some snow content, and we will talk to you. Make sure you subscribe. We'll see you soon.